But you ever consider biological warfare? You ever consider
I understand what you're saying. We here. We on the same page.
I think a lot of black people are going to be dead in the ground. If I got something to do with it, or all them fucking Uncle Ruckus ass coons, it's going to be my job to kill all of them. That's it. It's going to have to be a fucking war eventually anyway. People keep talking about a race war coming. It is coming.
I'm telling you,
it's already here.
Yeah.
It's time for the fucking revolution.
So the problem isn't saying that we're not smart enough to take them out. What I'm saying is we need to be smart enough to take them out.
Look, we don't have to fuck white people up. And
we need to be doing that on a larger scale, which is what we was explaining earlier. I'm not saying that we can't do it with a military force. Sunshine, you know me. I'm with the military force. What I'm saying is be smart about how we go about it.
You know, do you think that everybody's at a place for the type of revolution that you want right now? Because you got to do it anyway by any means, but I'm just saying, do you have confidence?
No.
Does anybody feel like we could win this war or this revolution with just solid brute force? This military force that we have right now, right? Can we win this war with solid brute force?
When you say, can we win this war? Well, do you have the tactics? Do you have the ballistics? And do you have the mobility? Yes or no? Do you have all three of those things?
There are organizations out there doing what you're talking about, not to even say too much.
So when I talk to a lot of revolutionaries who want to just grab a gun and go fight, you know, me personally, I have a little bit of military experience. I also have some other experience. I say, listen to me. I said, you and a couple of your buddies, I said, what kind of weapons do you have? Because there's three things that you need to mount any kind of assault, period. Three things. Number one, you're going to have the ballistics. That means you're going to have the right weapons with the right capabilities. Two, you're going to have mobility. Now, being that most people aren't mobile, whatever, from the physical fitness level on up, you don't have to be super fit. You just have to be able to move around. But you also have to have other levels of mobility as well, not just your legs, but you got to have other things. But the third thing is going to be skills and tactics. Now, the average person that I talk to that says pick up a gun and go shoot, I say, how often and what do you do for your firearms training? I go to the range and I shoot. I said, do you realize your targets will be moving and they'll be more than likely using 5.56 or above? That means that if you go out there with your daddy's shotgun or whatever, your cyclic rate is not going to be high enough to compete with how fast he can shoot. And number two, in order for you to equalize that, you'd have to shoot at him from a certain distance. Now, if you got a shotgun, that's not going to work. The fire disperses. It does not go directly at your target. You're going to need a rifle because there's a difference between a shotgun and a rifle. And he said, there's a difference between that. I say, yes. You don't know that there's a difference between a rifle and a shotgun? We haven't even gotten to machine guns yet. Do you know that when you shoot your machine gun, it heats up really fast? That's why you hear people do 3-round bursts at a time and they interlock their fire so that they can keep their guns functioning over a long fighting. And he said, how do you know this? I said, I bet. If I wanted to take over a city, right? And let's say I had 2 squads to work with.
We cannot wait for them to give us shit. It's hard. We gotta just take it.
But this land mass here belongs to my people. So if I had to burn 75% to keep 25, because I have 0 at this point right now. So for me, going from 0 to 25%, that's an upgrade. So if I can take 75% from you and take back my 25, you goddamn right, I'd burn it down.
Making sure that your kids know what this revolution is about and pushing them to get in these positions for this particular purpose. I want them to occupy everything. Even if you don't like it, we're going to do away with it anyway.
System that we're going to in place or feel like we should in place after the revolution.